Good afternoon. I'm Kathleen Pate and this is my Alabama Farm Life. And today I want to show you how I built my indoor kitchen garden. I purchased a Style Selections 5-tier steel utility shelving. It's 18 inches in depth, 47 by 7 inches in width, and 72 inches in height. I purchased this at Lowe's and the price was $99. My daughter Elizabeth set it up for me, and then I quickly began using it as storage because storage is limited around here. The next thing that we need to discuss is lighting. Lighting can be really expensive when you're looking for garden lights. However, I found these hyper tough 4-foot steel Lumen LED shop lights. They're at Walmart and you can get them for less than $20 a piece. I purchased 4 3200 Lumen lights, and I think that's going to be more than enough right now. I have only hung one set of lights so far on each shelf, but as you can see, the lighting is very uneven, and I need to go back and hang up those second set of lights, so I'll have 2 sets of lights on each shelf. I ended up ordering my heat mats off of Amazon, and I found these Vivo Home 20-watt waterproof seedling mats. They are 10 by 20.75 inch mats and come with their own carrying cases. I wasn't quite sure how they would fit on the rack, so I only bought 3, but now I'm going to be ordering another one. I can set 4 of these mats without too much overlapping on one shelf. So the eventual plan is to have 4 heating mats on one shelf, and that's what I will be starting all my seedlings on, and then the lower shelf will be for my potted plants. Along with the heat mats, I also ordered trays. I found these TO plastics on Amazon. There's 10 each, and they came with humidity domes, and there's no holes. This purchase was about $49. And I've watched my mother-in-law grow her tomatoes the last 2 years, and she uses these Jiffy 36mm peat soil pallets, so I ordered a bag of 100. I also found these on Amazon. They were $16.99. This is going to be a great setup for my seedlings, but as you can see, I just have the 2 heat mats and the 2 trays here. I'm actually going to be doubling these up, so there'll be 4 trays and 4 heat mats. This is going to give me a ton of seedlings this year. This second and lower shelf is what I'm going to use to grow my container plants. I went ahead and purchased these little pie tins. They're about $1.29 at the grocery store, and I think that they will do great as planter trays. I am hoping this will keep the garden mess in my kitchen to a minimum. The first plants that I'm going to bring into my kitchen are going to be these mums. I actually thought they were dead. These are the flowers that we used at my daughter's wedding, but I noticed that they were all sprouting green from the bottom. So I went ahead and trimmed them up and brought them in. They will spend the next couple of months in my kitchen growing, and in the spring they'll go back out into the yard. My next project was to go over to the greenhouse and to collect all the plants that I could fit onto this bottom shelf. So far I have onions, some cut sage, the orange mums, sage, and a bunch of oregano, which I'm going to repot here pretty soon. My other ginger and my rosemary, they found a place behind the front door. It's just too cold for them to be outside right now, but on sunny days they'll be going right back out. I am really late getting my seedling started, but being late is so much better than never at all. I have no clue how many pellets I can fit in this tray, so we're gonna find out. So I was able to get about 50 pellets in each tray, which took care of that bag of pellets that I purchased. It took a little while for the pellets to swell up and absorb all the water, but now it's time to get these seeds started. The first tray is going to be for my greens. I'm going to plant some arugula, some red acre cabbage, and mixed lettuce. The second tray, I'm going to go ahead and start some tomatoes, some broccoli, and some herbs. The first tomato that I'm going to plant is my Siberian. I really had anticipated having these in my greenhouse by now, but it didn't work out, so time to do it is now. These tomatoes are supposed to be frost hardy and can pollinate to as low as 32 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm hoping that these are going to be a good tomato for my greenhouse, but we shall see. And I just used the rest of my seeds, so I guess I'm going to have to order some more. The next set of seeds is going to be the Little Red Riding Hood Micro Dwarf Tomato. They have a growth period of 65 days. This says after transplant, and they produce a bright red average size cherry tomato. But it says it's supposed to produce a ton of tomatoes, so we shall see. I also put in some spinach seeds and some of this Paris Island romaine lettuce. I also started some broccoli, some cilantro, and some peppermint, along with some Italian basil and some leeks. So finally, I have both my trays with seeds in them. I'm going to call this my salad garden because I have a lot of greens and hopefully some tomatoes. I am really excited. It's only been 4 days and I already have sprouts coming up. I know it's got to be those heat mats with that extra warmth in these containers that are helping these little sprouts along. I'm really glad I made that purchase. This investment cost me over $200, but I am hoping that it will pay me back in fresh greens and fresh produce and tomatoes as we go through this new year. I also want to invite you guys to a new series that I am doing. It's called The Bible in 365 Days. So I'm actually doing an audio Bible. I'm doing several chapters of the Bible a day, and I hope that you'll join me. So you guys, thank you for all your support. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoy this project, and I hope as we go through the year, I can show you how well I've done with this. So you guys have a great day.